Well, hello, it's me again, and me, it's Joy. It's Joy Ruffin coming to you from the Sunshine State, Florida. So I'm not sure if it's good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good day, or good night, but I'm always happy to see you here. I went over to the Facebook Live a wee bit earlier to check in on Add to Your Story and say hello and invite you over because I know that everybody's busy, 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 doing whatever you do, and I get it. So I'm always happy when you're here. We're talking about how you can discover your signature style and stamp. And for a lot of women, most women, many, some, it's not a it's a topic that they like, but most women are I don't even know if they're happy with their style or if they've just not made the time to make some adjustments and some changes. I see Eloisa and I see Cindy here. Thank you, ladies. It's always good to see you here. But I think that what you want to do is you want to find someone who's going to support you in keeping the style that you have, but elevating it, making it more you. And we're not talking about taking you out of the realm of who you are. You know pretty much what you like and what's best for you, but yet you need to find, and most likely you want to, what really works best for you. If you're going into that closet and you're not ever able to find something that's going to take you wherever you need to go, where you stand out and you're complimented always, then it's time to adjust and to change. And that's what we're talking about. And what I'm going to ask you to do is to consider, before we get going here, to join me for your complimentary session and where you will get an insight to what works best for you and what you will find that elevates your style in the best way. And if you've not gotten your ebook yet, I want you to go here and to sign up for your book because that will give you the beginnings of what we're talking about when it comes to your signature style and stamp. And I don't want you to forget also to sign up and join the Leading Ladies, Leading Legacies, Living Legacies. That's a great group, and it's one that I want you to be a part of. And your free complimentary book is what you'll get automatically. And if you're watching the replay, please don't forget to invite your friends and tag them in as well. Now, before we get going, let me just say this: shoes. What woman on the planet doesn't love shoes? But here's the reality. And for me, this style with Joy, Discover Your Signature Style and Stamp, I've made some revamping and I've transferred the mindset in a different direction because I'm thinking most of us, so many of us, as we began to age, and none of us want to get old. We don't want to be frumpy and outdated and out of style and with a look that's old and doesn't fit us. And whether you're 20, 30, 40, 50, that happens. So what you want to do is find what works for you and always makes you look the best that you can for the time frame that you're in. So here we're talking mainly to women who are 40 over and getting better and better and better. We don't want to go into that olden, outdated, antiquated, frumpy style, which is what happens to many, many women, a lot of women, and we want to get away from that. So tonight we're going to be talking about shoes because what happens is we change our legs, our feet, our bodies, and what you want to do is you want comfort. As much as you love high heels, and boy, are they high today, 5, 6, 7, 8 inch heels. I mean, really, you can barely walk in them. And then, God forbid, you can't stand for any length of time. But what you want to find, and you can find, it's like anything else, it's research and time. And here tonight, and as I highlight things for you, I'm not going to give brand names out, but I want you to start researching for yourself so that when we do our one-on-one, that you'll be able to be to look and to know what shoes work best for you. And that's what's important because as much as you want a stylish shoe, if it's not comfortable and you're not able to stand and walk in that shoe, then it's not going to be for you. By the same token, we don't want you to be wearing a dowdy, antiquated, frumpy, old looking shoe that does nothing for you. regardless to your age. And there are a lot of those shoes out there because the shoe industry knows that as we age, our feet, our legs change. And what we want to do is make sure that you pick the right shoe for you and your fashion style. So I'm going to just give you some inklings here tonight. I'm going to show you some shoes that are really old. Now, again, taste is an individual thing. Hi, Adair. I see you there. Always good to see you. Ooh, she loves shoes. Of course you love shoes. Everybody loves shoes. I know why she loves shoes particularly, though, because you want to find shoes that are comfortable. Unless you're going to be going somewhere with your shoes and walking right into the event and sitting down and staying there for the time and then out, if you're going to be moving around, your shoes have to be comfortable, but you want shoes that are comfortable, really comfortable. So when I say old-fashioned and shoes that don't fit and don't look right on you, that's not what we want. So I'm going to try and stay in the frame here as I show you just shoes, fashionable, not so, and that's going to be depending on you. But if you're looking for style with joy, your signature style and stamp, then you're going to want to bear in mind as you look and see what's old and frumpy. Might be the prettiest shoe out there, but it's not going to be for you because we don't want olden, outdated, antiquated shoes. So let me see if I can do this and then share the screen with you. I'm going to see if I can do this solo, and then I'm going to see. Maybe I can do it this way. Let's see what happens. Now, I'm going to go back to the back here. Now, this is a pretty shoe, but this is really, in my opinion, this is my opinion. I know. You don't have to voice yours. You can keep your opinion because when we do our one-on-one, we will discover what works for you. This is a pretty little shoe, but it's an old shoe, and it's a dowdy looking shoe. It's pretty. The lady who really doesn't care and is not interested in fashion at all. Here's another one. Now, these are comfortable, you can tell by the design of the shoe and that, what is it, Velcro pullover that you can adjust and the rubber sole. It's a shoe that's very prevalent now because so many of us, here's another. And when we talk about flip-flops and sandals and all of that, we'll talk very briefly about that type of shoe. But here's a shoe that has no style, has no essence. It's nothing. And here, this is, what is this? You tell me. Because if you're 12, 13 years old, maybe that's a shoe that you could get away with. Otherwise, what is it going to do or add to your signature style? Here's a shoe that's a possibility depending on where you are and what look you're looking for and what your style is. Because the cut of the shoe and the design of the shoe can be fashionable depending on you. Booties. Booties are very, very popular this season. We have booties everywhere, every style, lace up, open toe, buckles, belts, whatever. And many of them are in suede. And we're here in hot, sunny Florida. And many of my other friends are scattered all over. And it's the summer season pretty much everywhere. But even so, a nice lightweight, light suede. Seasonals aren't as prevalent as they were back in the day. So you can possibly wear. Now, this is a boot. This is going to be contradictory, but I think you can stick with this. This is a shoe that not many mature, elderly, senior women, myself included, can wear because it's almost too young. But for the young and mature or someone who's a little bit more dramatic, you can dance in this shoe if you want to. Here's a bootie, beautiful boot, a lot of style, a lot of pizzazz there, a nice block heel, depending on what you like. An open toe bootie shoe, cute. I'm just giving you a highlight for these type of shoes. Fashionable. You have wedge, you have the block heel, you have the high heel, you have the different styles. I had others to show you. I don't know where they went to. Doesn't matter. Oh, here's a shoe. Now, a lot of women can't wear, what do you call it, a thong through the big toe. They find it very uncomfortable. This is a nice sandal that you could wear, and it comes in every different variation, style, and color, and it's not an old looking shoe. Now, this is my opinion. Yours might be different, and that's good. We discuss these things when we do our one-on-one. But bottom line, and here's a shoe that's that wedge, which is high and, well, here's style and taste. If you like this type of a shoe, then you do. It depends on your fashion style and your signature. It's not an easy shoe to wear, and it's not a very fashionable, stylish shoe. Fringes everywhere. The open toe body. We spoke about that. Spoke. The lace up again. Lace up is a good shoe, but it depends on the person. Now here's an evening shoe with what's called the kitty heel. Now, I don't know about you. I know about me, and I'm hoping to share this awareness with you. As pretty as this might be, in the silver and this and the dazzle and the glitz, it's an old shoe. Who wants an old shoe? I'm a happy senior and I don't want an old shoe. I want a shoe that's a little bit more spiffier than that. And most likely you do too, like this. Now this one, you could get the same type of look with a little bit of a lower heel. But if you're, depending on your evening and what the event is about, you could wear this because this shoe is much more stylish and a little bit more fashionable. And here we go. Just highlighting and going back over the shoes. Here's what I want to speak to tonight. This is just to give you an inkling because I want you to start thinking about shoes in the realm of what's right for you, what's outdated, what's old, what's frumpy looking, what's comfortable but fashionable. That's what I want you to start thinking about. And it can be any type of shoe. It can be from a sneaker to a sandal to a dress business shoe, a pump, or an evening shoe. And it can have any type of heel, flat, wedge, rubber sole. It could be anything, but you want to get it where it's comfortable. And when we do our one-on-one, I'm going to give you the brand names of shoes that you can look for that will be fashionable and comfortable, that you can wear that will look good on you. Let me just say this in ending here, because what I'm attempting to do is stay away from long shows here and just give you enough to stimulate your imagination. Here's what I want to share with you. This is what I really want you to take in. There is a saying out and about now that's borderlines on a lot of negative thinking. And I want you to start to ingest and digest this and think about this. This hot and sexy. Hot and sexy has gone over to the dark side. No woman who's worth half of her salt in this universe, who is proud of her femininity and her sexuality, wants to be labeled hot and sexy. You want to use your femininity and your sexuality and showcase it in the best of your femininity and sexuality, tastefully done, which means everything doesn't have to be skin tight. Everything doesn't have to be so short when you bend over, boom. Everything doesn't have to be skin showing to the max. You can be sexy and show your femininity and your prowess in being tastefully dressed to the best and to the nines, as they would say back in the day, that showcases you. Because all of this cleavage and all of this other stuff doesn't fit the modern day lady today. That's it. You want to be stylish. I don't care if you're 50, 60, 70, 80, or 90. You want to be stylish and you want to, this is not for everyone. It's for many, for some, and for most who really care about their presence, their image, and their appearance. And one really should never give up on that. Aging is inevitable. It happens. But all of this anti-aging has gone again. This is my favorite expression, over to the dark side, because it just happens. Make the best of it. Still stay sexy. Still use your femininity, but learn to use it in a way that addresses all the feminine traits in you that makes you the woman and the lady that you are and to be today. So when it comes to shoes, we don't want old. We don't want outdated. We don't want drab and antiquated. We don't want frumpy. We want fashionable, stylish, and comfortable. And that's what you're going to get. Now, I see that we have my loyal and faithful. Eloisa, hello. Cindy, hello. I see Adair here. Hello, hello, hello. It's always good to see you. Spiffy shoes. She likes that. Oh, the spiffy. I'm going to put this up. She says, well, who doesn't like spiffy? Spiffy is good. I like it. And you want to make sure that the shoes that you're making, that you're wearing, represent you in the best way. And what I'm being reminded of here, and I'm grateful for that, is I want you to make sure that if you're watching this on the replay, and many of you will be, we know how busy we all are, type in replay. Let me back up. Let me back up. I get excited. Type in style, STYLE, and your ebook will be automatically delivered to you if you're watching the replay. All you have to do is just type in style. And if you're here today, most of my loyal and faithful, just type in style in the comments and you will automatically get your ebook, which speaks to what style is comprised of and how you come to it and how you discover for yourself what it's all about. And don't forget to tag your friends and let them know that we're here. Show this video to them. You can exchange and share, and we love it when you share. Life is about sharing and relationships, and that's what we want you to do. I'm really working, and it's working in a loving way because I enjoy it so, to stay within 15, 20 minutes max with these broadcasts when it comes to your signature style in STEM, because there's so much to cover and I only want to highlight for you. And what the seed that I'm wanting to plant for you today is be mindful of your shoes. Make sure that they're not old, outdated, and antiquated, that they're comfortable, but yet they're stylish. And if you're not sure, then when we do our one-on-one, we can discuss that, because there are a lot of shoe manufacturers out there today, because they know that we, as our bodies change, we tend to not want to wear the high heels. The truth be told, you wear them to where you're going, you sit, and then you take them off and you get back into your flats. But the thing is, you can get flats and sandals and shoes that are low heel, and you can get fashionable, stylish. Don't get frumpy old shoes, because that takes away from the essence and the beauty and the grace of you, and that's not what we want. So that said, I don't see, I see that she likes the word spiffy here for shoes. Spiffy is, you know how you make up words from time to time. I'm hoping that you will by now know that it's not about changing your style. It's about elevating your style, pulling it together, adding a little bit more polish and pizzazz to whatever your style is. And that's what we're going to do when we do our one-on-one. I'm putting together packages now that are going to be promoted to you. I always jump the gun, but when they are ready, I want you to decide, and with my help and my guidance, which one will work best for you. And I mentioned that I want you to share the video and tag your friends and have them come by the next time around. In the meantime, there are no questions. Understood. Not happy, because we want to get more and more and more, and we will. But if you are watching the replay, just type in the comments style, and you will get your complimentary e-booklet, which is full of good, juicy information that you'll enjoy. And much of it you'll know, and some of it you won't, but you'll find it informational and helpful. And the replay, again, you would do the same thing. Just type in style, and you'll go from there. And invite your friends. Let them know that we're here. So, my friends, for your ebooks to cover your, yes, you will type in style in the comments and you will get your complimentary book. And I guess that's it. By the way, tomorrow night, join us at 7 o'clock, same time, same station. Love saying that. And then you're going to meet a leading lady who's going to be discussing something that all of us, regardless of where we are in life, are interested in. And that is the aging process, being forever young, in a way that you do it that keeps you above the crowd, above the fray. And healthy living, we are all so blessed to be here at this time, because we have so many things that our parents and parents before them and our ancestors did not have. So we should be grateful for that. So my friends, this is just I like to say, a tidbit, a tinkling of what's coming, of what can be. Next week, we're supposed to talk about plaids and fabrics and florals and prints, because that's what's popular now. So we'll do that next week. In the meantime, always good to see you. Always happy to see you here. Grateful that you show up. And I want you to invite friends and let them know that we're here every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. So until we connect tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, same station, same time, I bid you adieu. Have a great evening. And again, thanks for stopping by. So long for now. Cheers.